Let's see what happens. What do you think?
Well, I think Kenneth is probably the one that's letting down the Peterborough boys the most. He's only got a couple of decent rides so far, but he's on that outside line. He's got to really do something, and if that outside line's coming to the riders now, hopefully he can get around there. But he's got a tall order. Kenneth really knows what he's doing as well. If he gets out of that start, he might be thinking about holding it right on the inside line coming out of 2 or going straight from the dirt. Let's watch and see what happens.
So far, 6 of the 8 races have been won from the inside 2 gates. The starting marshal moves away. Up by the tapes, a good start by the man in green, Edward Kennett, once again to the 4, but cutting back up the inside there in the blue helmet colour for Peterborough is Hendrik Muller, but Kennett gets it back, and now right at the back and in trouble is Simon Gustafsson. So Kennett is on his own out front, and Edward Kennett would make it 8 points from 3 rides if he wins this one. Edward Kennett goes wide in green. Gustafsson got going again at the back. The Peterborough pair in second place. Kenneth Beer in the red helmet colour. The man in blue is Hendrik Muller.
Edward Kennett, what a mature ride, buddy. A stout ride going to that first corner. Off the inside, right out in that dirt. Clipped it knowing that Kenneth Beer was going to be there. And look at now. It's a race and it's on.
At the end of this, if Kennett holds it out front, it'll mean there are still 2 points in it with Peterborough leaving. But Kenneth Beer is mounting the challenge as they go into the final lap. Here comes Beer up the inside. Kennett will pick up speed in the grip on the outside. Into the final 2 bends they go. Kennett is the man in green for Eastbourne. Beer in red. And Kennett holds him in green. A brilliant ride by the British youngster. Peterborough back into second place with Kenneth Beer. Third with Hendrik Muller, and the valuable 3 points there to share the 3-all. Disappointment for Simon Gustafsson at the back. But Edward Kennett has now moved on to 301 points in 54 top flight meetings for Eastbourne, and this is a lovely night for the young man from down in the heart of Sussex. The result of heat number 9, a win for Edward Kennett, 3 race points. He's got 8 points out of 9 so far tonight. Kenneth Beer in second place, 2 for Peterborough. Hendrik Muller for Peterborough, 1. Packing in for a 3-all. The meeting very much alive. The Panthers won't give in. The Eagles are flying high, but Peterborough lead by 2 points at 28-26.
I'm making starts, making it easy for me. Remember, Dad always said to me, if you make starts, son, you'll win races. And I'd be sitting home watching it. I'm actually making starts, Dad. So that's looking good. I'm enjoying it.
It's so much easier when you don't weigh a ton with all that wet shale on the front of your suit. But great start. You went straight out for the dirt. Obviously very confident that the bike was going to work when you got out there. So the dirt line on the outside must be drying out now.
Yeah, I mean, from like heat 1, I took probably 3 teeth off the back from the first ride, and I knew Kenneth was off gate 4, so I thought I'd got to get out there, and it's drying up a little bit, and I thought I just got to keep on that outside and keep focused and just keep pulling.
You came under a lot of pressure there from Kenneth Beer towards the end of the race, but I did notice a nice little tactic going into the last corner where you just made him think you were going to turn a little bit early just to stop his run on the inside.
Yeah, I could just see him coming up the cord side of me, and I thought I've got to slow him, so I thought if I go in tight then let the thing drift, maybe he's got to ease off, and luckily that I managed to get over the line in front.
Well, keep it up, Eddie, just 2 points in it. Keep battling away.
Edward Kennett and his father watching down in Sussex. I can tell you that Dave Kennett was not the quickest from the gate himself, but he was very good from the back. Hans Anderson, the man in the red helmet colour, and he is a key man for Peterborough Panthers.
It's a little bit smooth as well.
Cameron Woodward on the inside in yellow for Peterborough. Morton Isaiah wears the blue helmet colour. Lee Richardson unbeaten so far. He's in green on the outside. It's Hans Anderson and Richardson against Anderson. A classic match up here, and it's going to be mighty important for Richardson to go and try and get Eagles back in the meeting. But Hans Anderson so far a paint maximum. Away they go, and it's a real battle to the first bend here, but Hans Anderson in edge wide will pick up speed, but look at Lee Richardson coming round the outside. Lee Richardson picks it up in the green helmet colour, but here comes Hans Anderson catching Cameron Woodward by surprise. Cameron Woodward is now relegated to last place, and Anderson will now chase Lee Richardson.
Just look at the pace of the big boys on the racetrack. Lee Richardson knew he had to beat Hans. He took care of him going into the first corner, straight in the dirt. Hans had to cut back on into 3, and it was really slick pulling up there, and the pressure's on and the race is on. Watch this pace.
The race is on. There's a long while to go. The fans are cheering here for Hans Anderson. He shuts the gate on Lee Richardson in second place. place. Richardson will try the other side. His teammate and partner Woodward is now back up into third place. Back on the outside in blue, that's Morton Resaya. Into the final lap they go. Hans Anderson now looks set to win this, but Eastbourne are packing the men in second and third. Richardson is going to be beaten for the first time tonight, but Hans Anderson has produced the ride when it counts, and Hans Anderson takes the checkered flag ahead of Lee Richardson and Cameron Woodward to leave Morton Resaya in third place. And that was a very, very important ride, and a very, very good ride, impressive one by the main Dane Hans Anderson here, and Hans Anderson will be delighted with that, because the 3-all keeps his team in front by 31 points to 29, as you see at the bottom of your screen. There are 5 heats to come. I'm looking forward to each and every one of them, but let's look at the result of heat number 10, which provides a race win for Peterborough. Hans Anderson 3 race points, Lee Richardson for Eastbourne 2, what a battle. Cameron Woodward got the 1, Morton Resaya failed to score. 3-all for the heat, Peterborough 31, Eastbourne 25 race.
That's what you needed at the right time for your team as well.
Yeah, they made a good gate. I thought the dirt had dried out more on the outside, so we changed the gearing, for me to make a big blast around the outside, and it just didn't work, so I had to cut back, and fortunately I had the speed to catch them all.
Yeah, it was terrific stuff, because you were stone last coming out of the first corner. Looked like your race was dead and buried, but terrific speed to run down Lee Richardson, because he was unbeaten so far.
Yeah, I think to be fair, Lee made a mistake. He rode too wide, I wanted to ride the dirt as well, but like I said, we changed the bike. We thought it was going to be more drivey than this, and it's still a bit too wet, so inside is the place to be. Sure, we'll show you the overtake again. You just talk us through it. I knew Lee, I've seen the races before. They were really getting some drive of the inside, and I saw Lee just kept riding the dirt line. I said, well, sweet, I'll just try and go around the inside, and I'll keep catching him. So
you're right as well. You've obviously created a lot of momentum, but he just lifts at that crucial point.
Yeah, he just lifted of it. He goes wider than he really wants to, and he goes into that wet stuff and completely washes his speed off. I didn't make a good ride, but I think I was a bit lucky that he made a mistake as well.
Yeah, tough night, and can you do it?
Yeah, nothing's over till the checkered flag of heat 15, so we're going to plug away and hopefully come out with a win.
Nice one, thank you very much.
Keep plugging, Hands, well done. As you can see, they're up at tape, so that's once